Hey guys, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Today's video is going to be about, I really don't know what else to call it. This is the honest truth of what it is. This is my silly Scarab team. I don't know what else to call it. I did have a couple requests for this. The reason it's the silly team because it is by no means a serious team. It's not the most efficient way to kill this boss. It's just something I sort of, I don't want to say I came up with it because I mean I'm sure someone somewhere has done this. I didn't, I didn't really go through and look at any other videos, but the concept is not that unique, I don't think. But it's just one of those things when you're free to play and you don't have all the ideal champs, you just sort of have to look at your champs and make something of them. And so I did that a long time ago, and I still use it because it works, and this isn't really a boss that I farm that much, the immunity gear. That's more for like arena and stuff, and I don't really care. But basically, you guys know this Scarab boss. He is on 2 out of the 3 Doom Tower rotations, so you do have to come up with a plan, some way to beat him, some way to get through it, because he does not go away. There's only the one rotation without him. And so he's either Force or Spirit. So right now he's Force. And the video that I recorded, because I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to do this, the video that I recorded of my team is the Spirit affinity, which is actually the worst affinity for my team. So I'm showing it to you at like the absolute worst affinity for this team. And that is the team. If you're looking at it and you know what these champs do, which you probably do because they're pretty common champs here, you can probably see already where this is going. So, nothing nothing too sneaky going on here. But yeah, I did, yeah, like I said, I recorded the video. I recorded it before the last rotation ended because I wasn't sure like when I was going to be able to record the video, and I knew the rotation was going to end, and then I would have to like go all the way back up to Scarab 100. So yeah, this is technically from last rotation, but it should work on both. And like I said, this is the worst affinity for it. And yeah, these waves, they're honestly they're kind of annoying, right? Like there's 3 duchesses in this wave, so you do have to make sure you're locking them down, all that good stuff. Oh, and I don't think I said this is hard. This is hard 100. Obviously would work on normal. I use it on normal. So waves are kind of a pain in the butt. The nice thing is you've got Ugo, and he does have block buffs. So, and then Geo, of course, can fully deplete the turn meter. So they're definitely manageable, even with 3 Duches and without a true nuker damage dealer in your squad. So slightly annoying waves. And toward the end, just to make sure you beat it, my team, this will full auto most of the time, but toward the end, you might want to like A1 cycle. Make sure you get all your abilities on cooldown like I'm doing here, just because I wanted to make absolutely sure nothing went wrong. So if you're beating it for the first time, you might want to do that. Okay, so now we're at the boss itself, and I know you guys know, if you've tried it, the cute little mechanic of this boss is that he's going to counter attack you every time with his attack, every time you attack him without a shield on. And as you can see from my team, I haven't really, I mean, I have Mithrala with the shield. Other than that, I didn't go for it at all. So basically it's one of those bosses where if you don't have a way to deal with the thing, there's really no way to do it. So you have to have some kind of plan here. So here's what I'm going to do. Start by putting the block debuffs on everybody. So that's going to prevent the provoking for like 2-3 turns here. depending on who got the, the lasting gifts mastery might extend the duration of a buff. And then I've got my Mr. Geomancer. So we'll do the classic famous quicksand grasp. And the boss can have his turn meter depleted, so that will fully deplete it. Now we've got HP burn, weaken. Mithrala's up next. And I go for the hex. I don't go for the shield because I want him to attack us. Because what I'm going for here is Ox the Rememberer's passive, which whenever he's attacked, he will increase the duration of 2 random debuffs on the enemy. So I want that to happen because now you can see we've got 5 turns of HP burn. We've got 4 turns of weaken. So we're increasing these debuffs that we want to keep on. I want him to attack me. And then Ugo, we're gonna do, his really good ability, right? His second ability here. And now we've got black buffs, decreased defense on. And the reason this is so important is because this guy does steal your buffs. That's one of his abilities. He will go through, he'll do his little, his animation for it, and he's gonna steal the buffs of anybody who doesn't have enough resistance. And it's kind of like Madame, right? He'll fear you if he steals the buff. So he might still steal your buffs, but as long as the black buffs is on, he won't actually get the buffs himself. So that's good because obviously I don't want the Scarab to have block debuffs, increased attack, increased defense, shield, strengthen, all this good stuff we're going to put on later. So it is key. If you do it and your black buffs gets resisted or something like that, you might want to restart it because you really don't want him to start stealing all of your good buffs. Then Ox is putting on decreased attack, decreased crit. The decreased attack is important because he is attacking you so often. So here he has stolen some of our buffs, but he did not get them for himself because we have our black buffs, right? And then finally, it's okay for Mithrala to come in with the shield. And see, at this point, I've just turned it on to auto because I know it's good from here. And then you can kind of see what's happening, right? So he's gonna, because of Ox's passive, we're gonna infinitely keep all of these debuffs applied. And, very, very, very slowly, but very surely we'll kill him. We'll whittle him down with Geomancer's passive. And that is it. That's all I do. And, basically the theme of the team is, we are getting provoked. We are getting feared. It's not always, beautiful, but eventually, as long as people can get cleansed by Mithrala or Python or Ugo occasionally and get off like a heal or another cleanse, it's okay. And it keeps going. And maybe I'll run it, maybe at the end of the video, I'll run it for the full duration so you guys can take a look, but I don't want to waste your time. But yeah, I mean, it does take, this one took 8 minutes. I think when I did, 8.5 minutes. So like I said, it's a silly team. It's not serious. If you have better ways to deal with it, you should do it. This is just my silly squad. I've been doing this for, I don't know, what, a year or something now, so that's the silly squad. They do their thing eventually. And the funny thing about this guy is under his shield, he really doesn't have a lot of HP. So that's why the actual strategies are focused on breaking the shield. Because really you can see under there, he only has 1 million HP. So interesting boss. Not too hard to deal with once you have some kind of plan. And I think, this one still took 625. I was gonna say, I thought I maybe did it a little quicker. So it's not quick, it's not pretty. But that's it. Like I said, that is the silly Scarab squad. It's hard to say if you have trouble with the letter S, which I apparently do. And I can definitely show you the builds if you are interested. I know it's sort of the same champs you've seen in other of my videos, so not really gonna be much new here. Um, of course, Mithrala's on the team. Standard Mithrala build, you know, we went hard on accuracy, accuracy chest, accuracy banner. Try to get her speedy, tanky, like 58k HP, 3.7k defense, 237 speed, 568 accuracy. And she's like our fallback, right? Because he's never gonna place a debuff on her because. So rotation 1 and 3 hard, it's all the same, right? 355 accuracy, which isn't really that bad. You know, if your account is later in the game, everybody you build who places debuffs, they probably have more than 355 accuracy because that's just required in the content that you're doing. 400 resistance. You know, it's decently steep, but you don't need it on everybody because Mithrala is your fallback. She's going to cleanse them, and that's going to let them do their thing. So she has it, but definitely all of my champions don't have that much resistance. So standard Mithrala. Yeah, and here's Python. I know I've showed you guys this before. I'm like ashamed of this build. He has like no resistance. It's like, it's just full HP defense, little bit of speed build. So no resistance here, but yeah, I mean, he's a support. He's fast and tanky. Mr. Ugo, I don't know if he's actually appeared in a video before, but this is like the Ugo that I use in Hydra. So he is in Relentless, Perception, 62k HP, 3k defense, 343 accuracy. He does have 322 resistance, but you can see that's not really enough. He definitely is getting provoked by the Scarab King and needs to be cleansed. And then Ox, he's kind of like the other core of the team with Geo. I know I've showed this guy before too, and I built him a really, really long time ago. Like, you can see this is not really, not very good gear. Like, he has like 5-star rare, like accuracy gloves, you know, 5-star here. So there's really, you know, you don't really need crazy stats or anything to just kind of struggle, you know, limp through it and just beat it. This guy though, you do need the accuracy to his passive. You do need accuracy for his passive, so definitely make sure that you have enough accuracy. Increases the duration of 2 random debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn 1 attack. Occurs once per hit. Because you can see, you know, by the end of this video, we have like, you know, he's got 7 turns of decreased attack. He's got 5 turns block buffs, 8 turns of weaken. So we just want to keep these things applied forever. And that's his job. And then Geo. This is just the same Geo that I use everywhere. I didn't do anything to him. It's my Iron Twins Geo. That's why he has so much accuracy. So he's pretty tanky. It's not like an attack Geo. You know, we've got hard on the accuracy for the Iron Twins. He has 240 speed because that's what we need for Iron Twins. So it's just the same one that I use for that. It is accuracy chest, accuracy banner, HP on the gloves, probably everything else HP, yeah. So it's just sort of, you know, the standard Geo that you would see in somebody's Iron Twins team, somebody's Hydra team. Did I forget anybody? No, that is everybody. And I'm still kind of debating. I don't know if I should just kind of put like the full video at the end and speed it up like I did with my CDP team, just in case people are like actually curious, want to see the whole thing running the full duration. But that's all I have for you guys now. I do plan on pulling my ancients this weekend, so because I was doing the champ training, and I'm actually like almost out of food because I haven't pulled ancients in a really, really long time. So I am going to be doing that, not expecting to get anything, but hey, it is what it is. But you guys take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.